Hello, welcome to Redskin Roundtable. I'm with Allison, Rucker, and special guest Mr. MacKintosh, and we're going to ask him a few questions about his job, about how he got as LHS principal, and stuff like that. So,
Stuff like that. Love it.
That's how I explain a lot of things.
Stuff like that.
But what does your role entail as principal? We're going to get straight into it.
What does my role entail as principal? Okay, so I've got essentially 700, we have 700 plus students. It fluctuates. I think we started with 740 students this year. So
wow.
First of all, I'm in charge of the safety and well-being of 740 students, or however many students are here. We've got about 90 staff people from custodians to teachers to paraprofessionals to whatever, bookkeepers. So while my name is at the top, I can't do anything. I can't function, and this place can't function without my staff. Mm-hmm. And then, without you guys playing your part, being leaders. And so that's kind of my role. The other role, other than safety and security, would be student achievement, student learning. That's why we come here. And so making sure that we're using the correct teaching methods in class, making sure that we're using the correct standards and curriculum, all that boring stuff, but really kind of just the operations, the facility, making sure our facility is up to par, making sure our grounds are presentable to our community. The other thing that I do is, as principal of Loudon High School, and I don't like to think about this too much because it's a lot of pressure when you think about it this way, you're a major face in the community. As the principal of Loudon High School, whether you like it or not, you're the leader of essentially the hub of our community, and our high school is the hub of, as a small community, the high school, a lot revolves around us. So but I take pride in that. I'm excited about that.
Well, is there like anything small specifically that like people wouldn't know that you do, that you have a job as?
There's a lot. I think sometimes I don't know who's watching this, but hopefully lots of you are watching this, but I think sometimes people think of us in the office as the head discipline people, the disciplinary force, an administrator of discipline in Loudon High School. It's so much more than that. That's the lowest thing we do. I want that to be the least thing we do. I'm not these people's parents. The problem is I've got to be sometimes their parent here at school. I'm their parent. I'm in lieu of their parents while at school. So small things, again, they don't understand. I think the biggest of those small things would be being the face of the community with regard to Loudon High School.
Okay.
And everything that I do outside of Loudon High School, whether it's at the grocery store, at Cinco, or wherever we're going to eat, when I go out into the community or outside the community, I represent Loudon High School, and I have to remember that with my behavior. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In my speak, when I'm on social media, I'm representing whether I'm on Loudon High School social media or not. When I post something, I'm representing not only my name, my family's name, but I'm representing our school and our community. So those are the things you got to kind of remember.
Yeah.
As you go out there, make things public.
I'm sure like whenever you go to places like different states or anything, you introduce yourself and you're like, well, the first thing you say is, I'm a principal at my local high school.
And I say that because not to be haughty or to brag, but because I'm proud of it. There's nothing other than raising my family and being the leader of my family. There's nothing I'm more proud of than being the leader of this school.
The best school at that.
That's right. That's right.
I agree. So Allison, you have any questions?
Yes, I have one. What do you most enjoy about your job?
This interaction with you guys, interaction with our staff, but specifically with high school that I didn't get at other places that I've been within Loudon County schools. Seeing young people of your all's age move from school age to the workforce or to college, and being able to counsel kids of your age when I see mistakes that I may have made as your age and say, no, you've got to, we got to get better here, or here's what your future looks like if we make this decision. Here's what your future looks like if we make that decision. So that's been really fun. That's been really fun as a high school principal. It's a great question, Allison.
So just to pick it up a little bit more, what is your, like, I'm sure you have planning period, like times you just sit in your office and you type, you don't do anything during the school day at all. But what's your favorite time during the school day?
I'll correct you. There's never a.
I'm kidding.
The planning
Obviously.
time is before 8 o'clock and after 3:30. Once school day starts, it's very rare that there's the downtime. It's the inbox is never ending, whether it's the email inbox, the text inbox, the meeting inbox, the phone call inbox. But that's what we do, and that's what I enjoy doing. I've got 4 calls just since I've been here that I've got to reply to, whether that's concerns, whether that's positive things. Yeah. But that's what we love doing.
And I'm sure that could go back to the first question, like what does it entail? What do you do?
So what was the? I'm sorry. What was the question again?
Like did I just ask?
Yeah.
Like what's your favorite time during the school day?
Favorite time during the school day. And I'm not trying to butter you guys up. I think announcements that's my traditional time. 10 o'clock, I come in to digital arts, and whoever's got second period that semester, I've got grown close to whatever class it is, whether it's you guys or last semester or the last couple of years. Second period every day. It's hard because essentially I write a chapter of a book every single day and send it out for our teleprompter, but it's something that I've enjoyed doing.
Okay. Well, that's
Okay.
good.
How did you become principal?
Okay, short story. I won't bore everybody. I taught for 11 years at Eaton Elementary School, and always wanted to be a leader. Always felt like I don't know. I don't know why I always wanted to be a leader. I just felt like I had that quality to be one, and wanted to take the challenge on of leading a school. The Steaky Elementary School principal position came open in 2006, and I applied for it. And right at the last second, I did not get an interview because Mr. Red Waller, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Red Waller, he's principal at Philadelphia for eons, and he had retired, but our superintendent at the time had talked him into coming back as principal for half a year, and me being his assistant principal. So essentially, I had a retired principal as assistant principal, so I kind of was the leader of the school with the guy who could kind of take care of business behind the scenes. So I became principal the next year at Steaky, stayed there for, I believe, 5 or 6 years. Then went to Eaton Elementary School as principal for a couple years. And from there, I went to our central office, our district office, and led some things at the district level. And then through divine intervention, essentially to me, I was handed this job. Didn't ask for it. I was handed this job. Didn't love it at first. I did not want to do this. This was not in the plans, and essentially was told I was going to take this job, and the rest is history. I've had opportunities since I've been here. I don't share that. It's not a big deal to me, but I'm happy. This is what I was meant to do, is be principal at Loudon High School, I feel like, and so it's amazing. I love it.
Okay, so obviously you just mentioned the announcements as your favorite time of the day. So one more question, then we'll go to a different part of the show. What's your favorite part about the announcements? Like what?
Oh, okay. Easy.
When you come into the announcements, what's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite part of the announcements is the purpose of the announcements. The reason I did this, not only did I want to challenge our digital arts class to produce a feature, essentially show every single day. I needed an avenue to speak to our students every day, and we can't do assemblies every day. But I wanted to be in front of them every day, talking to them about what their expectations are, and be able to see my face, ugly as it is. Be able to see my face and not hear my voice over the intercom, but see my face and hear me. So with the amazing digital arts program that we've got and the amazing equipment that we're filming this on, Miss Peterson and I decided to start a show with student-produced content. I write a script every day, and then we build it out from there. But really, the long answer for that is I get to speak to students every day and be in front of them every day at 11 o'clock or at whenever the second skinny starts, 12 o'clock, whatever that is.
So, speaking of announcements, when you have special guests on Friday, you do the lightning round.
Mm-hmm.
So, to return the favor, we're gonna do this with you. So, me and
You got
Allison
us,
are
so-
going to.
I've always worried about this.
We're gonna take turns asking you questions, and you answer
it.
as quick as you can. Obviously, you know the rules. So you ask this one a lot. Last meal on Earth. What are you picking?
Got to be filet mignon steak,
Ooh.
cooked medium, not medium well, medium. Got to have a little red pink.
Yep.
And one of those filet mignons, essentially, you can cut with a fork. You don't even need a knife. I would say, oh man, I'm going to leave something out. I would say some really nice seasoned mashed potatoes, a really good crisp salad.
Very specific.
Forgetting one vegetable that I know I'm going to regret.
Green beans, peas, carrots,
Some good steamed carrots. Oh,
asparagus.
Yeah, maybe some asparagus.
asparagus.
With steak. Okay,
Okay.
that's
gosh,
it.
that's a good
Final
one.
answer. That took too long. I get on you guys for doing that. All right, here we go.
all right. Favorite movie?
Oh, easy. The Right Stuff. If you don't know what The Right Stuff is, look it up.
I agree.
I've brainwashed him into it as well.
The Right Stuff is a very good movie.
Yep.
I would also put that in my top 3 movies.
Right Stuff.
So you played. What sports did you play in high school? Like
In
this.
high
This is
school?
just a question.
In high school, football, basketball until I was a junior in high school, and then really focused on track and field after that. And those are my main.
Okay, so coming off of that question, what is your favorite sport, not only to watch but to play?
My favorite sport to play was football. But the thing with football is there's a shelf life on that. You can't do it forever. And
Yeah.
so right now, I think my favorite sport to play would be golf.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what if you're stuck on an island? Okay, you've been taken there for who knows why, and you only brought three things with you to the island. What did you bring?
I knew I was going to be stuck on the island.
What did you bring? We'll give you time to think about it because I know this is a very
yeah,
hard
that's a
question.
difficult one.
Okay. I can't bring a person. Can I bring?
Yeah, I mean, you can bring people.
All right, so I'm going to leave you at home. We'll just say my wife. We'll say a grill.
Smart.
I'm assuming with unlimited natural gas
Yeah.
pumping into it or propane, and gosh, I guess like a some kind of a weapon, like a maybe something to kill my food with.
Yeah, that's good, smart answer.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
A little boring, I'm sure,
So-
but yeah.
We got one more, and I'll let
One more.
Allison finish it off.
So which country's cuisine would you prefer? Like Mexican, American food, Italian?
We asked this today.
Forever, like this is what
You're
Ever.
stuck on it.
you can't switch, you can't
Gotta
change.
think of the stomach. Got to think of how your stomach would handle it. So while I love Mexican food, I'm gonna have to leave that behind.
Oh,
You got Italian, you got French, you got
Let's go-
American.
Japanese.
Let's go Italian. Let's go
Okay.
Italian.
I like
What
Italian.
what's your
pasta.
Oh,
what's your
yeah.
favorite Italian food?
Favorite Italian food would be probably angel hair pasta with a kind of a not really saucy, but kind of like a garlic butter, glaze over top of it with some shrimp on it. I would say maybe some scallops.
Olive
Make me
Garden type
hungry.
stuff. Yeah.
Seafood. I forgot about. Well, no, you said what countries?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
So I mean, seafood would just be
that's a good one. Is that it?
anything.
Is that all
But
you
yeah,
guys have?
yeah, that was
Oh, that was
so thank you for tuning in to Redskin Roundtable. I'm with Allison, Mr. MacKintosh. Thanks for watching.
Go Devils.